So this is shared ground, and our goals and conversations today are really framed around this idea of how we engage with it, how we would like to change or revitalize it or transform it.
If these better buildings do come online, who in our community is ready to catch these spaces? Like, who is ready to say, we will build a live workspace here, we've got a feasibility, we've got our funding aligned. Are they visible enough among, us as a group of colleagues? How can we champion them more? Or if folks are not ready, how can we build that readiness together?
My name is Craig and I'm one of the principal consultants of this new research partnership, Shared Ground. It's a platform for dreaming big about space in the city for the cultural sector and the way that the cultural sector engages with the real estate sector. Right now we are standing on the 15th floor of 110 Kent Street. And it's a property that's owned by Crown Realty, who are also, I would consider them partners in this project. They helped to facilitate the space that brought us all together. They also have another really large-scale space that's adjacent to here that's ripe for some sort of cultural activation, and it's part of the impetus for us all getting together today. Adaptive reuse, retrofitting, all of these sort of strategies are going to be really important for how we reanimate the downtown. And particularly for those types of projects, you need some sort of model platform to start playing around with. Okay, well, what if we do this? If we structure it this way, what will the construction costs be? If we try and set up this type of land use here, how will it affect the movement on the street? And so that's a big part of why we're partnering with the Sims Lab at Carleton University to develop on their digital twin platform some models that the cultural sector can use to understand the best way to move as it relates to real estate. The cultural sector contributes to the built environment. It creates a lot of value, particularly in the marketing and sale part of the real estate cycle. And so what we want is to really connect those two levers of value that we both have to be able to actually mutually create value for each other, both in the real estate sector and in the cultural sector. And so that's why it's important to have folks who have insights from both of those places here today.
Hello, my name is Willemijn Bunskoek. I'm with Department 613. I've learned a lot actually through these conversations. I value coming together and sharing knowledge a lot. I think we can collaborate through that. So this is a very interesting event for that. You get to reflect on your own way of how you look at those spaces and what value they are to you. I learned that I'm a very systemic worker, so I look at not just specific places, but I look at what are, for example, cultural organizations, what do they mean to us? What are public spaces, what do they mean to us? What are our office spaces and how are they designed and what do they mean to us?
So I'm Aaron Slipikoff. I'm the Executive Director of the Wellington West BIA. So arts can create unique spaces, vibrant spaces, spaces where people can gather and be inspired, feel like they're doing something with their day that they wouldn't normally do, see things they wouldn't normally see things that reflect the local culture, the vibe of a place. Yeah, just gives people another reason to come to the neighborhood if we can kind of activate the spaces and beautify the neighborhood. So this has been great to bring different people, different parties together, different stakeholders together to talk about how to make art sort of a central piece of building out a piece of the economy in the city and reason to come and invest in infrastructure that is just sitting dormant, that kind of thing. And those conversations, they can be a little insular sometimes, and so this kind of event really brings people together and to share that kind of stuff. It's good. Like an old theater, like movie theaters, that's a big amount of space and huge high ceilings, and it's just like ripe for something and something purpose built, as a space where artists could gather, a space where artists could create, tourists could come watch that happening, like that kind of thing would be pretty cool.